sixth track on the record is a song called Halo, and this riff was, strangely enough, was influenced by some Spanish dance music that I heard in the distance while I was at some hotel laying out in the sun on the roof, and I heard this thing. It doesn't sound anything like it, but for some reason it inspired this riff, and I was walking around for the rest of the day sort of with this idea in my head, and got to the gig that night and sat in the dressing room and came up with this crazy little riff which sounds absolutely nothing like Spanish dance music. But anyway, the guys all seemed to dig it, and Halo was born, and I'm not exactly sure what the lyrics are about in this song. So this next song is called We Will Roam, and this was a song that I wrote at home, and it was written on baritone guitar, and baritone guitar being sort of a cross between a bass and a regular electric guitar. It has bigger strings, and it's got something that I was finger picking and I just thought was really cool, and it turned into really interesting kind of a track. It's very up-tempo, but it's got a very sort of melancholy and slow-paced lyric, and took a while to get the exact groove that's on the album together. It was very specific, but it came out really good. I'm very happy with it. Alright, the 8th track on the record is called Anastasia, and this song is about a girl. It's not a continent or anything. And this is probably the longest track on the record. It's got the most guitar solos and different instrumental bits, but it's a kick-ass record. It's going to be a lot of fun to play live. So yeah, this is something that was influenced actually from the extended guitar solo from the live set we did last year. This next track is something called Not For Me, and this was another one of those acoustic bits that I'd collected over time and finally sent the whole lot over to Miles, and I always really did like this chord progression, and he liked it, but he never did respond, and I figured after enough months went by and I didn't hear anything about it that he wasn't into it, and then suddenly out of the blue he sent me some lyrics and a melody for this song, and it was actually the second to last song that we put together in the studio, and it came out really good. It's also a particular subject matter which is sort of unique for a rock band, because it's about drinking and drugs and all that kind of stuff, but it's also about having gotten fed up with it. So it's totally Miles's lyric, and I was really surprised. It's a very poignant point of view from him. This song number 10 on the record is called Bad Rain, and this is one of the songs that we put together pretty early on, and it's relatively simple, but it's got a killer sort of mid-tempo kind of heavy groove to it, and sort of an original kind of a riff, and definitely a great hook as far as the vocals are concerned. It pretty much speaks for itself though, so you'd have to hear it.